Namaste, Hare Krishna. Chapter 2, Sloka 14. Mātrā-sparśās kaunteya śītoṣṇa-sukha-duḥkha-dāḥ āgamāpāyino nityās tāṁs titikṣasva Bharata. Krishna, in the previous sloka, mentioned that the soul is same and the body changes. The soul is same, the body changes within the same lifetime, and also after the Atma leaves, it takes another body. So at any given point of time, soul remains, never dies. It's just the body appears and disappears and come into existence. Understanding what's going on in Arjuna's mind, that he had some questions, here Krishna is trying to address, because Krishna can read the mind of Arjuna. Arjuna thought that, well, if Atma is eternal, then what does it mean by birth and death? These are some of the things that he had questions. If soul is perishable, then why do we say such and such person is dead? And more so ever, how do we know we were born before? Because no one remembers the previous life. So these questions Arjuna had in his mind, plus also he was thinking that no one dared to tell me what I did in my previous life, how I was, my family, etc. So how do I know? Therefore, to answer that, Krishna has started the set of slokas to clear Arjuna's confusion. One should understand that it is best that we don't remember our previous life. It would be a chaotic situation if we just remember our previous birth. Therefore, out of kindness, Krishna helps us to forget the previous life. It's like a parent, usually they say, they don't want to say the difficulties and the details of what they went through. Rather, they just give an outline to their children, just so that the children does not feel miserable, that their parents have to go through so much struggle just because of them, to maintain them, to take care of them, provide them the necessities. Let the children be happy. At the same time, the children should also be responsible, knowing that just the idea that parents have gone through some struggles in their life to bring up the children. Likewise, out of kindness, Krishna helps us to forget the previous lives, so we don't get into a mental torture. But over here in Bhagavad Gita, he gives the details that we all have passed through many lives before. And now we are going to go through many more lives. But Arjuna's question for this particular sloka is, well, I can understand theoretically that soul never dies. It does not get hurt since it's a spirit soul. But as long as we are in this body, we have to go through suffering, happiness and pains. Isn't it, Krishna? Because we are still in the body, we are not dead. Therefore, I understand I'm Atma, but I'm in this body. But the pains and happiness and all the different emotions, when it comes to the body, it indirectly affects the Atma. What a wonderful follow-up question by Arjuna. The soul is imprisoned in the body due to karma. But at the same time, this body should be used as a tool to get out of this prison house. Very important to repeat. Because of our karma, we are encaged, put into this body like a prison. But what we have to do is use the same body, the prison we are in, as a tool to get out of this prison. And if this body, that's a tool, is used per the guidelines, as per the manufacturer, it gives the best result. You buy any tool, a cell phone or a washing machine or any sort of appliances, it's very easy that we can break it by not following the guidelines provided by the manufacturer. We might think, I know this one, I've used for many years, so this is another new one, I know how to use it. Well, you can use the basic things, but then there could be new features, or some of the functions, if we don't use right, it get malfunction. Therefore, better to follow the guidelines of the manufacturer. Likewise, this body has been given to us by Krishna. Then, along with the body, there is a manufacturer guidelines book is also given by Krishna. And those are the scriptures, specifically Bhagavad Gita, the guidelines book. If we read and understand Bhagavad Gita, then we'll know how to utilize this body in a proper way and use as a tool to get out of this body. Therefore, the body, which has the senses, and the senses is attracted and influenced by the external objects. The objects can be the living entities or a non-living entity. When the senses are get in touch with the objects, external objects, it produces either pain or happiness. Or also one can be neutral. But a person who can learn to tolerate both the situations is a person who can be called as self-realized person. mātrā-sparśās kaunteya. śīta, uṣṇa, sukha-duḥkha-dāḥ. śīta, winter, uṣṇa, summer. Sukha, happiness, dukkha, pain. What Krishna is saying here is the happiness and distress that one goes through are like summer and winter. Right now, we are in winter. We might keep telling it's cold, it's snowing, it's windy and everything. We can keep crying about it. Or we can simply be equipped by wearing the jacket and gloves and thick socks and shoes and try to take care of whatever we need to do to tolerate the winter. That's all we can do. what we are doing is we are tolerating the winter. Likewise, we don't wear jacket, caps, gloves, socks, thick t-shirts, nothing during summer. You would like to be light, wear light dresses. That's summer. But it's hot. So what we do at that point of time? Do not wear jacket, do not wear gloves, do not wear socks, wear light dress. That way we can tolerate summer. So all we can do is just tolerate winter and summer. Likewise, just try to tolerate titikṣasva. Titikṣasva means tolerate. Just try to learn to tolerate both the happiness and pains. Why do I have to tolerate? Because āgama, apāyinaḥ, anityāḥ means it's non-permanent. Apāyinaḥ means it disappears. It is not permanent. This happiness and the pain are not permanent. It just comes and goes, like how summer and winter comes and goes. Therefore, don't get caught with these happenings. Try to learn to tolerate. Therefore, in this, Krishna, in this sloka, addresses Arjuna as kaunteya, which means he is saying you have blood relations from his mother's side, Kuntī. And also he addresses him as Bharata, signifies as his father's side, Pandu. So you're not an ordinary person, considering both your mother's side and father's side. You have a greater heritage. A great heritage brings responsibility in the matter of proper discharge of one's duty. Therefore, Arjuna, don't give ways to such thoughts and don't try to avoid fighting. It doesn't matter. You have to do your duty as a Kshatriya. That's your prescribed duty. Therefore, raise up to the platform of knowledge. Don't become an sentimentalist. Focus on your duty, responsibility, and whatever assigned services are. mātrā-sparśās kaunteya, śītoṣṇa-sukha-duḥkha-dāḥ, āgamāpāyino nityās, tāṁs titikṣasva Bharata. Thank you. Hare Krishna.